Hello everyone. This video will talk about how to write key signatures. So here we are, we have a melody here, and they're, you know, look pretty conventional, but you do see that there are a lot of sharps in this melody, and that's because this particular melody is in B major, and to make the notes of the B major scale part of the pattern of a major scale, we needed to use a lot of sharps to make the whole steps and the half steps work out so that they match the same pattern of whole steps and half steps that you have in a C major scale. So it looks a little bit messy with a lot of sharps on there. And so one way we can clean this up a bit is by using a key signature. So here is the exact same piece, only instead of using individual accidentals and individual sharps, we used a key signature right in the front, right between the treble clef or the clef and the time signature. And that's where the key signature resides. And you notice that the key signature there includes all the sharps that exist in B major. So you have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. And the key signature repeats itself at every system, at every line of the music. Where if you notice also that the time signature only happens in the very beginning and whenever the time signature changes. And this pattern of sharps in the key signature is very important because there's a specific order in which these sharps and flats are used in the key signature. The key signature not only allows the music to look a little cleaner and to give us a good idea of what the notes are without a lot of sharps and flats cluttering up the page. But it also is a good way for us to immediately know what key a piece of music is in. So for example, if I see a key signature as such, and I determine that this piece is in major key, then I know immediately that, oh, okay, we're in B major right now. So let's take a look at how we can write a key signature. So here we have a grand staff, just a regular grand staff has a treble clef and a bass clef. And I have one sharp there. So for key signatures, we use just the accidental without the note that it's attached to. So here I have a sharp placed in the place where it would be an F sharp if there was a note right next to it. But instead, we're just using the sharp itself. The sharp sign itself. But please notice that in order for this to be meaningful, the middle square of the sharp still needs to line up with whatever line or space that it's used to describe. So this is one sharp. This is the key of G major. Okay. And as you go along the different keys, the key signature for sharps key signature follow a specific order. So the first one is an F sharp, and then it's a C sharp. Just move this a little bit. And then a G sharp, and then a D sharp, and then an A sharp, and then E sharp, and then finally B sharp. And if you're using the treble clef, it needs to stay in this order in exactly the same way. I'm just going to space it out a little bit so you can see a little bit clearer. Okay, it has to be in this exact same order. For the bass clef, it's the same thing. So F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, then E sharp, and finally B sharp. Right. So that's the maximum amount of sharps you can have in the key signature. And the order is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. There are a bunch of different mnemonic devices that can help you remember this, but all you need to remember is this order: F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Now for flats, I have a flat here. I'm just going to drag it up here. Okay. For flats, we start with a B flat. Okay. In the treble clef, this is where it goes. Okay. And for key signatures with two flats, that would be a B flat and an E flat. And then next is an A flat, and then D flat, and then G flat, and then C flat, and then finally F flat. Okay, in this order. For the bass clef, you also start with a B flat, like this, okay, and then E flat, A flat, D flat, okay, G flat, okay, C flat, and then finally F flat. Okay. Again, the order of sharps and flats have to be in this exact same order for both sharps and flats. And you notice that the order of flats is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. The exact same, exact opposite of the order for the sharps. And this is how you write key signatures using sharps and flats.